The next tool we'll look at is the reproject tool. Reproject will convert the file from one coordinate system to a different coordinate system. So if you have, say, a bunch of other files in some other coordinate system and you want to take your original file and convert it to those to match the coordinates of the other file, you can do that. So what we can do is we can start with our original small file, Nyuki. We can look at the Nyuki info for it again and figure out what the current projection is. Sample image small, and we'll see that it's currently in EPSG 32737. This is a coordinate system that works well for Tanzania because that's where it's centered. But say we want to convert it to a different coordinate system. We would use the Nyuki raster reproject tool. And we can look at the help for this again. And we can see, okay, this will reproject our raster to a different EPSG coordinate system. Here's what it looked like. You would just type Nyuki raster reproject, source TIFF, here's the file, and then target EPSG, right? We tried to really keep the number of options to a minimum because the biggest problem with the other packages is that there's so many different possible choices that it gets really confusing. So we would type Nyuki reproject raster reproject source TIFF. It'd be that sample image small dot TIFF, and the target EPSG will be, need to specify it in this exactly the same way, 4326. Let's say that's a common one. That's like the latitude and longitude one. And we can type -y, and that will prevent us from being prompted. Okay, and it reprojected it, so let's see what we got. Okay, and we can see, yes, indeed, there's a new file, sample image small, projected to 4326, right? We made sure that we updated the file names so that you know what you've done. So that made it easy. And to check this, to make sure that this new file is in the correct coordinate system that we asked for, we can do Nyuki info source file sample image small under, yep, and it will tell us indeed that it is now in EPSG 4326. Very good. The last tool that we will show is the resample tool. Now, what resampling does is it takes it can usually take a higher resolution image, say 6 centimeters or 7 centimeter for the pixel size, but sometimes you don't need that level of resolution because that level of resolution, first of all, makes the file size really, really big. And if you're, say, going to just put the file onto into a document or something, you don't need that level of resolution. So you might want to sort of like basically go from a resolution where each pixel is 6 centimeters or 7 centimeters by 7 centimeters down to a resolution of say 22 centimeters by 22 centimeters for each pixel, right? That's what you want to do. So the way that you would do that is if you look at Nyuki raster -help, you'll see that there is a resample tool. So we type Nyuki raster resample help. You can see the way that you would actually implement this tool. So you type Nyuki raster resample source TIFF. We'll take our sample image small, and we'll tell it the target resolution will be 0.22. Now, in this case, because the original file is in meters, we know we have to specify this amount in meters. If we looked at the Nyuki info, we would see here that the file is in in meters. The original file is in meters. Here it is. Yes. So so that's what we want. We want to specify our units in meters. If you're using feet, then you do something different, right? And so you would just type that -y, and it will it will have now downsampled this file to a new resolution, right? You'll see it went from the original dimensions of 1,312 by 2,170 to now 405 by 670. If you want to check this, you can just do, see the new file here will be like 0_20, 22, so 22 centimeter by 22 centimeter. That's how we specify it, because we didn't want to put a period in here. And now we can do again Nyuki info source file sample image small resampled, and it will show us indeed that this is 405 by 670 file size. The pixel size is now 22 centimeters by 22 centimeters. So if you want to look at this image, you can put it into QGIS or ArcGIS and see the difference, but these images are the same, but they're just at a lower level of resolution compared to the original. The final tool is just a vector reprojection. So we can also reproject vector data using the same tools. So if I was to go to Nyuki -help, you'll see that there is a vector toolkit. And if I was to Nyuki vector help, you'll see that there's also a reproject operation for vector files. And so you would do like, we're still adding more tools to the vector toolkit, but soon we'll have more. But Nyuki vector reproject help, and you can see what's asked for. So we can take our if we remember that our original little we have a GeoJSON file. Source file is sample vector file GeoJSON. Okay, so that'll tell us info about this. It's in EPSG 4326. Let's reproject that to a different projection. So Nyuki vector reproject help will tell us the commands to use. So Nyuki vector reproject. The source file is sample vector file, and the target EPSG is EPSG, and let's make it 32737 -y. Oops, I shouldn't put the y. I'll have to figure out I'll have to fix that, but I'll have to fix this one, but this will work. Okay, and that shows the package. That shows the set of tools that we currently have. We will be adding additional ones, but this should give you a sense of what is possible with Nyuki.